oh yeah, I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I would hate to start talking and then, hey guys, YouTube channel stuff, and then ding, 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 and it pisses me off. But guess what day it is? Huh? You start a fire with these hands. It is the 10th of January. It's Friday, huh? And it is a great day to lose some goddamn weight. Huh? Check this out, right? When it comes to weight loss, a lot of people say, don't focus on the scale. Focus on like your pant size is getting smaller and how you're gonna feel better when you eat these types of foods and whatever. That is very true, but let's be honest. You want to look at that scale and see that number be less than what it was the week before. Am I wrong?
Oh, you're not wrong.
Exactly. Both of these things can be true. We do a very good job of putting ourselves in positions to where we don't win. I tell people all the time, in order to get the things you want out of life, in my opinion, you have to consistently put yourself in position to win. That's why I don't believe in luck. See, some people think luck is just, oh, this random thing happened for you that day. No, 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 no. I believe luck happens when you put yourself consistently in position to win, to meet new people, to do new things, to experience new things, to feel new ways. All of these things can be true. I moved to Raleigh almost a month ago, and it has been a up and down battle. Talk about it till I'm blue in the face, but none of that is gonna stop me from getting to where I need to get to. I weighed myself this morning. Focus! 396 pounds. Okay, cool. I don't know how much what was we, 396 the last video? So we haven't lost any weight yet. That's perfectly fine. I look at it like this. This is a test to see if this thing that I want is really what I want. So how would I look if I allow these things to stop me from getting closer and closer to where I want to be when this is what I asked for? I'm not the most religious man in the world, but this is what I prayed for. I prayed to be in this position. I prayed to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. I prayed to be in a new situation, and things aren't working the way I want them to work because I'm not taking full advantage of the situation that I'm in. Well, that ends today. What am I gonna eat though? Do I want oatmeal? God, I don't want oatmeal. You are going to have to just eat some of the foods that you don't want to eat, and it's gonna suck, but it is what it is.
It is the next day, and I'm about to hit as much a full body as I can in the next 53 minutes. I already warmed up for 12 minutes. I'm over here stretching chest, back, and legs. Pretty much whatever pops into my head is what I'm going to do. I've been scoping out the scene because I've never been to this gym before. I'm going to start with some pull downs. Fun fact, the pull down machine that I'm going to use is my favorite pull down machine. I can't really explain it. You just going to have to see it, and then once you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Let's see if I can squeeze in some biceps. Triceps might just be 4 sets of one specific exercise and then move on. Just got to do as much as we can. First, let me refill my goddamn water. So probably do 2 warm-up sets of this and then squeeze out 4 working sets. Oh yeah. First official working set. Whew. That was intense. I was having this internal dialogue with myself. Sometimes you just get stuck in your mind. I was like, damn, well, being 32 years old, I've literally spent the majority, if not my entire adult life, just being trapped in my own head, not thinking I was enough. You're like, oh, you're so this, you're so that, you're so that. And it's just never, hardly anything positive. Aside from just being alive, 1 positive year since like graduation, which was 2011. 2013 is still the best year of my life. Every year after that, constant struggle in my mind. It wasn't all bad, but I couldn't tell myself in that time frame that it wasn't. If your mind can convince you you are this lesser version of yourself, what do you think you could achieve when you apply that same force to training yourself to think highly of yourself? We sit here and just submerge ourselves in low vibratory self-talk, and it's like, what does that get you? That doesn't get you nothing but a repeat of the same old movie you're tired of watching, which is your life. This is a really big change for me because I do not do, and for a long time, I never believed in full body like training. I always thought it was a waste of time. Well, how wrong was I? Obviously, with all that. Holy shit. This is definitely a new feeling. You get the feeling from the muscle that you just activated. It's like my body is so conditioned to want to keep activating muscles that have to do with that exercise. Does that make sense? Like I just did pull downs. Now I got this feeling that's pushing me to want to do bent over rows of something, or maybe some light deadlifts or something. When you start doing something that your body isn't used to, it has to adapt. And through that adaptation process, you lose weight. You see what I'm saying? Hey, just stick with me. I'm gonna get you right. Just stick with me. Oh, we're gonna get right together, I should say. This is definitely different. Definitely different, but necessary. Why the hell would I buy bigger shirts when the goal is to get smaller? In a couple months, this is gonna be big on me again. Just gonna take some time. And this leg press sucks ass. They need to fix that. I don't know if people who are like already in shape face the same thing. When you are like a big person, you know, overweight, no muscle mass, or in my position, overweight but big, muscular, and strong as hell. When you just like a big person on social media and you say, hey guys, I'm gonna slim down, I got the information, I know what I'm gonna do, I just wanna share my journey with y'all. Everybody becomes a personal trainer in that moment. And then the advice to the advice that most people give you is like some of the worst shit ever. Oh man, stop eating meat, eat only fruits, don't lift no more weights, only do cardio. I mean, you need to wake up, hour cardio, you need to be doing cardio at work, cardio home, stop eating after 2 o'clock and have your first meal at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Bro, what does that do? That makes no sense to me. Say a person my size was to just stop eating meat completely. I stopped lifting weights completely, and I only eat fruits. The amount of loose skin and lack of muscle mass that I would have, I would look worse shirtless than I do now. Which, you know, I'm chunky, you know, so I don't look like terrible shirtless, but like, me personally, I have a knowledge of fitness, bodybuilding, training. I'm a damn good poser. I can teach people all of these things, but I don't. It's a personal preference because I don't look the part. The only thing I look like I can teach a person how to do is be big and strong, which I can. Like when it comes to dieting and exercising and carbohydrates and macros, I know all of that. It just doesn't look like applied to my life. Until I get to a point to where I look the part, I reserve from telling people that stuff unless they ask me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never go out and make videos about it on TikTok, Instagram, whatever.
I meant to say I refrain from telling people that stuff, not I reserve. I went back and looked at it like, wow, you really messed that one up. So yes, I refrain from telling people, not reserve.
But I send them over to people like my gal, like, hold on, wait a minute. She's a certified personal trainer and she looks the part as well. If somebody were to ask me, or if somebody would like to prompt me to make like videos and stuff, I'd send them to her because she knows what she's talking about. She has just as much, if not more knowledge on all of the things I just said, and she looks the fucking part. That's why I just say, I don't even talk about it. I was just talking about how people on social media, when you tell them that you're gonna do something physically, everybody becomes a personal trainer and nobody knows any fucking thing at all. And they give some of the worst advice ever.
Like one of my friends, one example, they always be like, oh yeah, you should not eat after a certain time. That don't work for everybody.
When do stomachs close?
They don't. And then that don't work for everybody. Like you can't tell somebody to eat early in the morning. What if they're not an early in the morning person to eat?
Yeah.
What if they get sick now and they following you up there?
Yeah, so that's why I just keep my mouth shut until I look the part. But that's all I need you for.
Yeah, I gotta go get my other battery pack.
Your other battery, is it dead? Do you have your other battery? Okay. I gotta hurry up. Not necessarily speed through this workout. One thing that I do that I'm not particularly proud of, I gotta put my arm sleeves up because this shirt just feel like it's made of cardboard. I kind of waste time in between clips. I can't necessarily do that because if you can't tell by the background, this is a crunch. I don't necessarily know how crunch feels about me bringing my camera in here, so we gonna just, you know, do what we can until somebody either says something or we get done. Didn't feel too much of a pull or any pull at all on my right pec. Of course, like pushing movements is something that could aggravate any chest injury. But what I have been noticing is like during the rehabbing process, it's a lot of lack of activation in the chest muscles. So much so to the point where like if I do anything that involves like contracting my chest muscle, I get a slight cramp, just like right there. It's crazy, but we're working it out. We're definitely working it out. put a 10 on there. I swear, I am not trying to look cool and show off the guns or whatever, but the only reason I'm pulling the sleeve up, yeah, it reveals more of the arm, but it like acts as an anchor to keep my shirt down. When I raise my arms, my shirt don't raise up as much as it would if the sleeves were out. This shirt sucks ass. Where did I get this from? And then the sleeves keep falling. I felt that one. Fun fact, Tame Impala is one person, not a whole band. Fucked my head up when I found that out. And last night was a very trying night. You're probably wondering, well, why was it a trying night? I'm glad you asked. I stream on Twitch now. You should go check it out if you haven't already. Well, most of y'all probably from Twitch, but with the impending possibility of the TikTok ban, a lot of people have been following their favorite creators on like different platforms. I'm apparently some people's favorite creators, which is bananas, but I appreciate that. I streamed and, you know, I was like, you know, yeah, getting kind of hungry because I'm streaming later into the night. I stopped around like 12 o'clock, midnight, and I started getting hungry around like 9, 10. I was like, nah, man. I already had all my calories or all my meals in at like 8, 9, so there's no need for me to eat anymore. And I put up a good fight, went to sleep. You know, stomach was a little rumbly, and we got through it. So definitely proud of myself for that shit. A lot of times when you are losing weight, you on a weight loss journey or whatever, you're gonna have to get comfortable with just being hungry sometimes. It just is what it is. Sometimes your stomach is just gonna rumble. You've eaten all your foods for the day, you've done all your training, and there's nothing you can do except drink water and shut the fuck up. It sucks, but that's what you gotta do. It's not very often you'll see me doing shoulder raises like this, or seated, because I'd much rather do it standing. But there's not a lot of space in here right now, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Going to sleep hungry is actually not that bad, if it's intentional. I'm not talking about like being like without food, which I have been like that, which if I'm honest, that kind of led to me developing the slight eating disorder that got me so big. Some days you didn't be able to eat more than once, you know, or at all. Growing up in the hood is not fun, man, so intentionally doing it, like if you're on a diet or something, that's cool. You get this mental clarity from waking up in the morning after not giving in to your cravings. It's crazy. So streaming last night, I got really hungry. And I'll admit, I did blend up some fruits, some pineapples, cherries, dragon fruit, blueberries, and strawberries. Blended it up, drank it with some honey and lemon squeeze. Man, look here. Blended that mofo up. I drank it. I was tired as hell. Got a sudden burst of energy. Only lasted for another hour and a half, then I went to sleep. Or I just used that as an excuse to get my fruits in for the day, which I didn't already. So, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and the way that my stomach looks, pathetic. Moving on. I know I said that I need to not waste time on video, but I am speed blitzing this workout right now, which is a good thing. You gotta rack up workouts, man. Got to rack up workouts. 2 things I want to do consistently: get my workouts in, not skip leg days for obvious reasons, get into proper nutrition on a consistent basis, and lose weight. So 4 things. You know, it's really whack, man. Like, I was talking to Miguel. They only got a few exercise bikes over there. 6 total. 2 of them are broken, and the other 4 were occupied. And she was like, oh, well, you can get on the treadmill. And I was like, I just pointed to my knees, because I'm like, damn, man. Like, if I walk for more than like a quarter mile, it feels like somebody shot me in my knees. But I mean, look at me. I literally look like my knees hurt. Like, just standing still, which they don't. We're gonna get right, man. We're gonna get right. This is why we're here. It's like Peter Griffin said, this is why we're here. This is why we're here. Here we go. 1, 2.
Next morning.
I'm at this gym. I'm getting ready to start working out. Got everything situated, but I want to say this right quick. I don't know if this is like, if this works for everybody else or if this is just something that just happened to me. Until I turned like 30, maybe 31, I wasn't able to truly see what my body looked like. We have this idea of what we look like in our heads, but then when we see ourselves in like reflections, it's like completely different. It's like a shock. That's something that I just, you know, let go by the wayside. I didn't really worry about it too much because it was just like, you know, it is what it is. But it's like, I'm 32 years old now. And like, when I look at myself, like, for example, I always knew I was big, right? I already knew that. That's nothing. But it's like, how big was the thing that kind of like eluded me? This is a 4X shirt. I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not gonna get any different shirts. I'm just gonna wear what I got because the goal is to slim down, right? But after being more logical about it, it's like, yeah, you gotta get shirts because you get tired of pulling your shirts down and all that stuff. So this is pretty much what I gotta wear till I get to a respectable weight. I just wanna say, man, when your goal is to lose weight, it's almost common nature to want to do everything you can to not look as big as you are. But that doesn't work because no matter what you try to do, to not look that size, you cannot escape the fact that as of right now, you are that size. So we pull the shirts over our faces, we pull the shirts down, try to wear bigger clothes, we try to look angled different in pictures so it's not as obvious, but it's like you can't really do anything about that. The only thing you can do is just lose the weight naturally. I stepped on the scale this morning and I'm 393 pounds. We started out at 396, so we're 3 pounds down, which is great. I'm now wrestling with the fact that, oh man, I wanted to be 390, but it's like I've lost 3 pounds already. I've been in this position before. I lost 3 pounds, so I gotta be okay with that. Don't beat yourself up because you're in the position that you're in right now. Don't get down on yourself because you may have allowed yourself to get to a certain size or a certain weight or whatever. Because if you just be consistent, man, the weight's gonna come off and you will be a much better person because of it. I honestly don't know what the hell happened. As soon as I pulled up to this gym, all of a sudden felt this weird pain in my right shoulder. Like, what the hell? Definitely gotta be careful. That cold air kind of messed with my knee. I'm getting hungry. The fact that it's very cold in here does not do me any favors. Oof, never used this one before. I feel a slight pull when doing this angle. I can feel like this area right here, a little tight. The fact that this AC is going crazy is not doing me any favors, but can't really use that as an excuse. Gotta figure a way around it. My old man always say, the best way to deal with a problem is to avoid it. So we're avoiding any injuries, which, you know, if you think about it, are pretty goddamn big problems. I think for the sake of the day, I'm gonna just leave it at this weight. Whew. That was pretty good. I'm watching this Texans and Chiefs game right now. The Texans players are so afraid to hit Patrick Mahomes. It is so stupid. This is why I don't watch football right now. This shit is so dumb. Like, you can clearly tell who they want to win. Anyway, now I start to sound like a goddamn conspiracy theorist. And I promise you this is the last year of me being overweight. This is the last year of me being over 300 pounds. I don't care if I gotta scratch, claw, bite, crawl, run, jump, no matter what I gotta do. Come into the year, I will be 100 pounds lighter and maybe a little bit more. We are at everybody's favorite part of the video, the end of the video. I'm gonna keep saying that because I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't feel like everybody watches my videos all the way through. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. But anyway, so that was a damn good workout. We 393 pounds. The goal for next week is to be either at or below 390. 389, that's cool. 390 point whatever, that's also cool. Consistent weight loss is the goal for this process. We're not setting no unrealistic goals like, oh, I gotta lose 10 pounds, or I gotta pull a David Goggins, lose 100 pounds in 3 months. Hey, listen, that would be nice. So as long as we're consistently chopping away at this thing, I know I've been here, I've been in this position so many times. The only thing that truly matters is that you know what you need to do, you make consistent progress at it, and then eventually you're gonna get to where you need to get to. All of the things that you're going to accumulate through this process, through the progress that you make, it's gonna change your life. I know this for a fact. I've lost weight before, I've gained weight obviously, and we're gonna lose it again, but this time it's gonna be permanent. So all in all, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pull the shirt up because y'all think, just because I wear these big shirts, don't mean I ain't swole now. Look at that. Deuce, that's not impressive anymore. You pull the fucking guns out. He's like, yeah, I'm big, strong guy. O-lineman. Yeah. We got to go from O-lineman to running back. Not Jerome Bettis running back. Adrian Peterson running back. Have you seen Adrian Peterson shirtless? Like, especially his rookie year? Crazy shape. At one point in time, I was benching 435 for 3 reps, or 425 for 3 reps, and I was fucking close grip benching 365. Just like it was nothing. Like I got Instagram. It's on, you gotta go all the way back. I'm just at the crunch on Rivers, when before it became shitty. I mean, I've been just thinking it was not that big a deal. Oh, how wrong I was.